The church town of Gammelstad, Lulea, at the head of the Gulf of Bothnia in northern Sweden, is the best preserved example of a unique type of settlement once found throughout northern Scandinavia. The wooden houses of the church town, built around the late 15th century stone church, were used only on Sundays and religious festivals as temporary overnight housing for worshippers from the surrounding countryside, whose journeys home involved traveling long distances under difficult climatic conditions in a harsh natural environment. Lulea Church is a large stone church built in the late 15th century and stands at the center of the church town of Gammelstad. It served as the main religious gathering place for people from distant villages who were required to attend church services. The church remains one of the largest medieval churches in northern Sweden and is still in use today. At first, church towns were trading settlements. Later on, church towns became the focus of religious activities among the widely scattered farming communities in this thinly populated region. The church town of Gamostad, Lulea, is a well preserved example of this type of settlement. It is shaped by people's religious and social needs rather than by economic and geographical forces. The Gamostad developed into a church town rather than a commercial town is a direct result of a progressive natural land upheaval that had, by the 17th century, made the harbor unusable, thus forcing citizens to relocate the community's commercial center. The relocation of the commercial center left Gammelstad untouched by later 19th century industrialization of the region. The town plan of Gammelstad, which is preserved in its entirety, grew organically over several centuries, with radial approaches to the church and roads circling it along the sides of the hill. In the 17th century, a wall with gates was built around the church. The wall now in place is a reconstruction. Development effectively halted after the middle of the 17th century. Nowadays, the Church of Gammelstad is an active heritage destination where visitors take guided tours, explore exhibitions, and participate in events and celebrations tied to its 30-year anniversary as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Local festivals, lectures, seasonal markets, and walking tours through the historic streets and open-air museum Hagnan bringing the site to life for both tourists and residents.